Picture this. You receive an email telling you that the Prince of Zimbabwe died. You and him were related. For inheritance they give you 60 bucks. The way I see it, you got 3 options. Option A is to buy a $60 game. Option B is to invest that money on Ratcoin, the new crypto. Option C is to buy 3 indie games worth $20 each. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm not stupid. Of course I'm going to invest on Ratcoin, and that would be a great choice. But this video is not about that. Let me ask you 2 questions. Do you have a brain? Do you like feeling smart? Then The Return of Obra Dinn is the game for you. 60 passengers went missing on a ship. You need to find out what happened to them. You'll be able to travel back in time with this special watch and to see the exact moment a person died. You'll get to hear what happened seconds before, and then a still frame of that moment frozen in time. These scenes were the best part of Obra Dinn. Some are terrifying, some are mysterious, some are wonderful. One after the other and you'll see the story slowly unfold. With this you need to give these nameless faces a name and find out how they died. The great voice acting and the consistency of those characters will help you in your investigation. So good luck! Oh, and remember, if somebody dies from a cut, the monkey did it. You would think that for a game that takes the style of the first Grand Theft Auto that came out 50 years ago would not be that fun. Wrong! This game is so much fun! Our protagonist receives weird phone calls about some address. Then he goes there and kills everybody. And then you do this for the rest of the game. Repetitive, right? Wrong again! Everything is polished and taken care of, so the experience never feels the same. The underlying story, the soundtrack, the satisfying sound of someone dying, those neon lights in the background, the fast-paced gameplay, the adrenaline of succeeding after a while. I'm addicted to this game, and every time I hear this sound, that music that is pounding in my ears, it just makes me wanna... God damn! You will kill and behave like an animal, hence the masks. This is also explained in the game, which I'm not gonna spoil. It's a particular game that, in my book, scores 100 in everything. Moving on. I don't like games where you walk from point A to point B, but I did make an exception for this game, for its weird and ever-changing way of telling a story. What Remains of Edith Finch is a peculiar game that talks about a family and a curse. You'll be able to explore how each of the family members died, but these won't be normal stories. You may be a cat dangling from rooftops, you may be inside of a cartoonish story, you may be a toy into a tub, or a weird hungry creature, and so on. One of my favorite stories has to be the one about the guy working in a fish cannery. Having a monotonous job can be boring from time to time. This can lead up to a lot of daydreaming. While you're cutting the fish, you'll start by having these innocent thoughts on the upper left on the screen. This fantasy gets bigger and bigger until they fill the screen completely, to the point where you control fantasy on one hand and reality on the other. Cut the fish, move the guy, cut the fish, drive the boat, cut the fish, you're a king now, cut the fish to open the door, cut the fish, you're a king. Edith Finch is a great game that deals with life and death in a very fun, curious, and mature way. So, in the end, Obra Dinn plus Hotline Miami plus Edith Finch should be a total of 46.77 cents. Now you may ask, but Blue Skies, what I do with the rest? You really wanna know what you should do? Ratcoin is going to the moon!